Good morning, peeps. You might not know this about me, but I am actually a small business owner and investor. Right now, I own two offline local home service businesses, and I'm looking to acquire some more of them. So one of the things I do every day is I go through my email notifications from Biz Buy Sell with the businesses that match my filtered criteria. Now, some of them I'm really interested in, but most of them I'm not too interested in. But I thought it would be cool if I just kind of run through my emails and review these business listings and give you guys an overview and share my anecdotes on the business. So here we go. Let's jump into it. This is my email right here, and these are the ones that I have not looked at yet. So let's start with this one: business for sale, other automotive or boat business in Washington. Okay, what do we got? We got a commercial tire, lube, and gas car wash. All right, so there's a lot going on here. Asking $4 million for it. It's a full-service repair center. I can't say I'm, really interested in the automotive market, so I'm not going to look further into that one. Cleaning business for sale. I'm really not too interested in cleaning, so we're going to go on and hit the next. Top Denver Tech Center, eco-friendly dry cleaner and laundry. $595,000. Okay, this is a little different than the other ones. Let's learn more about this one here. So asking price $595,000, cash flow $165,000. So they're asking almost a 4x multiple on it. Established 1999. I like that. Rent $10,000 a month. Earnings before interest, taxes, and depreciation 100. All right, so I'm seeing that's at 100, cash flow at 165. I'm wondering why, but not going to jump too much into it yet. This is large dry cleaner and laundry. This large dry cleaner and laundry is an established 22-year-old environmentally green independent dry cleaner with a processing plant and main retail location near the Denver Tech Center in the center of the state's wealthiest residential neighborhoods of homes and condos. Okay, so it's in a great location. As COVID wipes out many dry cleaners, the remaining ones in the best locations will be stronger, maybe. The owner has owned the business since 1999. He only works 15 hours a week as a part-time employee. The plant is environmentally clean and state-of-the-art. He is selling after 22 years and after an injury in 2019 that has caused him to lose interest in the business. He feels he has plenty of time to sell and also coordinate with the new owner. Okay, so this seems like a pretty run-of-the-mill dry cleaner to me, except they have a processing plant. So one of the things I think about dry cleaning businesses is that they actually don't do the dry cleaning often at that location. They actually have retail locations, or they'll have like physical retail locations, and then they'll either have an off-site location or they might outsource the actual cleaning altogether. I'm not entirely sure how it works. But I know that a lot of dry cleaners, while they might have like this little place where you go into and drop your clothes off, that's not actually where they do the cleaning. And my guess would be is that they're outsourcing it as well. This, with the word processing plant in here, it makes it seem like they actually do the physical cleaning there. So maybe that's one way you could add on to it by cleaning for other businesses if they're not already doing it. Now, it said he only works 15 hours a week as a part-time employee. When I hear that, I always want to come down here to employees, right? How many do they have? Because if I saw a dry cleaning business and it said employees 3, I would not believe that the owner's only working 15 hours a week. I'd like to see a nice employee count here. And I also like that this business has been around for 22 years. The same guys owned it. And that tells me that this is not just like a quick launch a business, kind of pop it up and flip it. You see that happen a lot, and a lot of younger entrepreneurs, myself included. I guess I don't really do that, but it is something that's appealing, is just kind of starting up a business, getting it profitable for 3 to 5 years, and then quickly exiting. This seems like he's kind of put a lot of time into it. His heart's been invested in the business, and his reason for selling probably isn't to move on to the next bigger opportunity, but just to cash out. So this one seems interesting. I'm not going to, inquire on it here, but I think this is a potentially good business. If I were interested more in the dry cleaning space, I would go this route, but I like home service businesses, home service related businesses, and financial service businesses. Those are really what I'm interested in right now. But that was a good one to look at, I think. High performance construction management company. Okay, high performance. I'm curious. 25 million revenue, 1.9 discretionary earnings. Asking price not disclosed. Okay, so this thing's interesting. Arkansas. Okay, it's not really where I'd want to move to. They don't really give any details on the financial other than it's, cash flowing 1.9 million on 25 million. So that's pretty low. That's less than 5%. What else do they tell us? This strong, well-run company specializes in managing the construction process for clients of all sizes. They have completed projects large and small in 15 states and continue to thrive in today's environment. While located in Arkansas, there are no geographic boundaries to restrict this powerhouse from operating around the country and possibly internationally. This company is in the build-to-suit or build-your-own-plan space within the construction industry and offers the pinnacle of customer/client service. The company does not employ labor, but uses project managers to engage subcontractors and suppliers in order to complete a project in a timely and cost-efficient way. Okay. So this, to me, this sounds like a paper general contractor. The company provides ultimate customer service that is always in high demand for residential and construction projects alike. The company is capable of managing dozens of projects simultaneously, regardless of geographic location and the scope of project. The seller will begin reviewing offers immediately, but all offers must be submitted no later than September 15th. Okay. So it sounds like they are a general contractor, that's just basically a paper contractor. They're not actually going out there and performing work or performing any physical services. They've got project managers that hire and, the subs and manage them on out. It's a viable business model, obviously, here. I don't like that it's so cash flow intensive and your margins are so low. I don't like that about it. And the one other thing that I really don't like about this listing here is that it doesn't really seem like it has any kind of scope. This thing just seems like we will take any project, no matter what it is, no matter where it is. It doesn't say that that they're targeting an industry, that they're targeting a particular sector, right? Like, are you doing medical facilities nationwide? Are you doing automotive dealership remodeling? Are you doing build outs for franchises? Okay, those would all be ways of kind of narrowing the scope so you don't just have things running the gamut, and you could probably improve your margin in doing that. But this thing just seems like it's going all over. I think somewhere in here they mentioned residential and commercial. Yeah, residential and commercial right there. Regardless of geographic location. So this is just like any kind of project all over the country. Woohoo! We'll bid it, we'll build it. That just doesn't seem really narrow enough to me. So this probably isn't something I'd want to get involved in here. And what do we got? A 2-year-old Tulsa dispensary, $1 million revenue, probably $250K seller discretionary earnings. Can't really say that I am wild about getting into the marijuana business. Well, I think it might be a growing sector. It's just not what I'd want to get into, marijuana retail. Amazing hand car wash and detail center. It's going to be a very labor-intensive business. With low margin, probably. Regional Landscape Irrigation and Paver Company. Serving Northwest Florida 5 County. Okay, so I've actually been in this business and sold a business kind of in this space, well, in the exterior contract, and we really didn't do landscape irrigation, but pavers were one of the services. So let's just check this thing out. It's in Destin, Florida. The asking price to cash flow, pretty good. This is a 25-year established company that provides high-quality landscape irrigation and paver installation services to a 5-county area along the gorgeous Northwest Florida Emerald Coast. Okay, the firm has 13 full-time experienced employees, a full complement of well-maintained vehicles, and equipment, and reputation for excellence. Okay, the business predominantly serves commercial customers as well as some residential work. The company operates out of a well-located, recently constructed 3,750 square foot facility with large garage, overhead rolling doors, work and storage area, air conditioned offices, kitchen and break room, and full bath with shower. An additional half-acre equipment yard is included as part of the facility lease. The business had gross revenues of $2.88 million in 2020, and the owner benefit was $443,000. Okay. The owner will provide training and consultation and a non-compete. Okay, so there's a couple things that I actually really like right here. 25 years in business, that's really good. The location, Northwest Florida, basically anywhere in Florida is growing, and outdoor living is really popular here. And in basically every kind of area, outdoor living has kind of been popular. So that's pretty good. 13 full-time experienced employees. All right, that means the manager is not in the field. A full complement of well-maintained vehicles and equipment. That's good. The business predominantly serves commercial customers as well as some residential work. So I like this as a buyer. And particularly when I say as a buyer, I like it, from my perspective as a buyer. I'm not very big into commercial work. I do know that it can be profitable. Obviously, they're profitable with it, but it's obviously low margin work. Right? So you can see here $2.8 million and then $443,000. That's less than 20% on the cash flow. What is that actually? Let's pull that up. 443 divided by 2888. It's about 15. Okay, so I think that's a little on the low side. I mean, that's good for commercial, but for this type of business in the residential side, I would expect that number to be a little bit higher. So I think there's some room for some easy value add there, especially when this business has been around for 25 years. You got to consider that the community has probably been seeing their trucks for 25 years. So a lot of the people in the area recognize the name, but they're probably not targeting the residential consumer with their marketing and all that. So that could be a big growth opportunity. The company operates out of a well-located, recently constructed. When I was reading this, I was thinking this was like maybe the owner's house or something, or maybe like sometimes you'll see in these businesses the owner will put like a garage or industrial building on like some acreage that's next to their house. But then it said facility lease. So that tells me that, or to me, I'm assuming, and that's implying that this is an actual commercial facility. So it's got its own location, 13 employees, facilities, recently built. Oh, and the facility also has an office in it. So on a lot of the little kind of home garage type of operations or, on my property facility, you don't have a actual office in them. Steel building, insulated, air conditioning, okay. Competition, everybody always, on these things, the broker will always put in there is basically no competition, and we have carved out a moat. Nobody can bother us. Virtually no advertising required. Okay, so this could bring some scale-up opportunity. And yeah, owner seeks to pursue interest after 25 years. This seems like a pretty good business, particularly at this valuation here. So this is something I might make an inquiry on because I think that there's a lot of room to grow it with residential targeting and possibly bringing in some other product lines / services that, could be added into this and are incidental. And of course, this business being around for 25 years with what I'm assuming is no marketing. If they're targeting mostly commercial and it says virtually no marketing in here, this thing could really get some serious traction with some marketing. It's a nice one. At least a nice one in my opinion. 12,250 square foot upscale fitness club, new to market. Probably not interested in this. I don't really know anything about the fitness club arena. Established 2017, so it's not like it's been around. Cash flow is pretty good. The picture looks nice. I don't know if that's actually it or not. I will just go through this one. Not your average fitness club. Okay. No business on Biz Buy Sell is average. This luxury fitness center is over 12,000 square foot. That's big. With a redefined look, which includes a juice bar and new equipment. 2-floor fitness center has a sleek, clean look with hardwood floors and tones of gray. Okay, they hired a designer. The high-tech exercise machines range from treadmills to stationary bicycles. There is also a state-of-the-art cycling room. There are classes, personal training. They've got your typical upsells that a gym would have. The rent is $25,000 a month with 17 years left. Okay, so this is something that kind of jumped out at me when I first opened this up. Rent $0, asking price, cash flow. Well, if in these numbers, and I'm going to assume that this is the case, the rent is $0, but here the rent is $25K a month. 25 times 12 is going to be $300,000. This is a cash flow negative business here. This is a really, really tricky one to get into. So that's going to be a next for me, or a pass, or an I'm out, as they would say in Shark Tank. Established and largest resume writing service. We're the league of, I'll just click it. Online e-commerce professional writing company, 150, 540, so asking about 3.5 on the multiple. We're the league of career industries leading experts in the development of strategic resumes. Since founded in 2010, we have demonstrated our knowledge and writing expertise in meeting the industry standard of excellence and in serving the client's career interests. Okay, so people are happy with the resumes that we write. We were steadfast to our mission, the mission of providing excellent resumes that would shine out, among others, and would urge the employer to give a good thought over it. We were persistent in our cause. All right. By providing quality service, we've grown into one of the largest resume writing companies in all of Arizona with over 12,000 years of experience. Now we can claim to have helped thousands of people break the barriers of screening, okay? 100% online remote e-commerce company, no offices needed, must have a computer, Microsoft Office, a cell phone with internet access, of course, and basic computer skills. Anywhere in the world, it takes up to 2 hours a day to manage this company. Would like to retain 5% equity in the company. In return, will negotiate sell price in terms of training consulting. Okay, that's interesting. It's 100% remote. We get it. Financing, cash, of course, or credit buyers. All right, so they're open to things. This is interesting. I like that it is online and remote. I'm guessing that they outsource the writing on this because we can see the gross revenue at $295,000, the EBITDA at $150,000. So there's $145,000 in expenses, which is probably going to outsourced writers. There's basically no rent. Maybe that's their hosting bill. This kind of stands out as unique to me. All right, we have grown into one of the largest resume writing companies in all of Arizona. Well, why all of Arizona if you're online? I don't know. I really have no idea why that could be. I do like that they've been online for 12 years. That's something you really don't see in a lot of online businesses. A lot of online businesses, you see people start them up and they're highly dependent on Google traffic. They pop up 2 years later, they want to sell them, and then in year 3, the traffic all kind of blows up and the numbers drop 75%. So I like that this one has been online for 12 years, or has been around for over 12 years. I'd guess it's been online. The internet's been around that long. Yeah, I'd be very curious to see what their prior years are. And I mean, assuming these numbers are stable, because sometimes online businesses will spike. You'll see them spike up and then kind of decline. So assuming that the financials indicate or show that it's a stable revenue pattern, this seems like a good business and probably one that I will inquire on. All right, down to the last one. What do we got? Established Denver carpet cleaning franchise for sale. $179,900. It's a carpet cleaning franchise. I'm not really interested in carpet cleaning. I'm really not interested in a franchise. So that's definitely a no for me on that one. So those are the business listings of the day. And that's what I think of them, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys find this insightful and helpful? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll probably be doing this again because I go through these business listings damn near every day.